Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Duplicate Success International Team Call. Today is Monday, April 4th. My name is Viola Krebs, Executive Goal Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are so fortunate to have a gentleman leading today's call who is a well-respected leader in our industry. You will definitely want to have your pen and paper out, taking notes and learning from this 1-hour call. He has achieved the position of Executive Ruby Director. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International, a powerful and respected leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared Krebs, are you on the line?
I am, Mom. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. I really appreciate it.
You are very welcome.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's Monday night webinar. I'm really excited. I want to, first of all, welcome all of the new people that are on our webinar for the first time and congratulate you on starting your USANA journey. We have lots of recognition to do. We have a special guest that is literally world-renowned in USANA on our call tonight, on our webinar. So I want to get right into some recognition because everybody's doing an amazing job. And before we do that, I want to just remind you of our DMO, our daily method of operation. When you have a business, you have to have a method of operation, just like any business. With USANA, it's 4 simple things. If you do these 4 things 5 days a week, you will be successful. I guarantee that because it's just simple repetition. Number 1, get in state. Read your goals, visualize your dreams twice daily with emotion. Very important. I do that every morning when I brush my teeth in the morning and at night. I read my goals, I visualize my dreams, and I revisit my why, the reason that I am building a USANA business. Number 2, use your products every day, AM and PM. Be a product of the product. Very important. Number 3, read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. This is non-negotiable. You have to commit to the discipline of learning new skills for your USANA business. This will affect number 4. Number 4 is add 2 brand new people to your contact list and invite them with a text message or call. They say 2 a day will bring freedom your way, and that is absolutely the truth. Sticking to this for the last 10 years, I can tell you that being a top income earner in USANA has totally changed my life, my family's life. It's such a blessing. And we have pretty much stuck to these 4 things to get where we are. So that's it. Those are the main things to focus on. You might be wondering what to say when you invite 2 people to watch a video or introduce them to USANA. So I'll zoom into this script here. The company I work with part-time came out with a new 12-minute YouTube video. We need to practice it on some friends. Would you be willing to watch it and let me call you afterwards to ask a few quick questions? That's the perfect script because people don't feel like you're trying to sell them anything. It's more just a practice approach. And then, of course, once they watch the video, you can certainly ask them the questions and they'll let you know if they want to actually investigate USANA or not. But this is what's really worked for us and our team members and how we've been able to create a lot of success. So go ahead and screenshot that if you'd like to take that with you and keep it in your phone. We use this video. This is usana.com now. We need to change this. This link does work though, usana.teamdsi.info. That is the 12-minute video that will get the best results with your prospects. So now let's go ahead and give some recognition to the people who've been doing their DMO, and it's very clear. We have so many new clients on this webinar that I'm just going to have to kind of go quickly, but I'm so proud of every one of you that are doing a great job changing people's lives. So let's go ahead and start with our new clients that started with our team. This is in the last 2 weeks. Welcome Linda and China Simmons, new clients introduced by Randy and Viola Krebs. Welcome Marina Rocha, new client introduced by Jared and Crystal Krebs. This is actually Crystal's job. This is Crystal's friend, and I'm really proud of my wife. I want to give her a big shout out for actually enrolling 4 clients on her own last week. Thank you, Crystal. You're doing amazing. She's with me right here. Also, welcome Lizette Valenzuela, a new client introduced by Crystal Krebs as well. Welcome John Ramon, new client introduced by Crystal Krebs. And welcome Amy Heath, new client introduced by Jared and Crystal Krebs. This is a friend of mine from the Landmark training we met. Welcome Casey Hillsman, new client introduced by myself and Crystal. Welcome Labib Hayat, new client introduced by myself and Crystal. Welcome Charlene Kearney, new client introduced by myself and Crystal. Welcome Tim Rupp, new client introduced by Khalid and Barbara Medina. Way to go, Khalid out there in Colorado. This is I think the guy who works at the front desk of the hotel they were staying at. Way to go, Khalid. Very high skill level you have. Welcome Nora Flores, new client introduced by Khalid and Barbara Medina. This is Khalid's grade school teacher. He met her, or he saw her out in public, and they hadn't seen each other for 20 years. And Khalid not only connected with her, but introduced her to USANA, and it's changing her life. So congratulations, Khalid. Welcome Brenda Silva Bentley, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. Welcome Kathy Evelyn Zavala, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. Welcome Carolina Almance Catano, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. Wow, Krista Marquez doing an amazing job out there in Marfa, Texas. Welcome Sarah Martinez, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. Welcome Alvin Wallace, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. No wonder you're advancing your business, Krista. Welcome Rose Trevino, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. Wow. Welcome Virgie Payares, new client introduced by Krista Marquez. On fire, Krista. Welcome Valerie Campbell, new client introduced by Kim Philo. Welcome Lacey Hawkins, new client introduced by Kim Philo. Welcome Grant Belsham, new client introduced by Kim Philo. Welcome Chris Pariti Barnes, new client introduced by Kim Philo. Wow, Kim Philo, no wonder you're advancing your business. Fantastic job. Welcome Flory Trin, new client introduced by Kim Philo. Okay, guys, that's a lot of clients. I'm really proud of each and every one of you for taking action, for helping new people start their USANA journey. And now we're going to go ahead and give some recognition to some new associates that just started with our team in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to bring Luis and Laura Sanchez on the line right now. Luis and Laura actually came from a referral from some clients that I was working with. And Laura lost 9 pounds in her first week on the reset. And she brought her husband, Luis, to the USANA mixer that we held. And Luis has been looking for a business like USANA. And when he did his research and combined with the fact that his wife is feeling amazing on the products, Luis decided to start with USANA. And they've already enrolled their first client. Their business is active. They're excited. And I just want to bring them on the line. Are you there, Luis and Laura?
Yes.
Yes, we're here.
All right, we hear you. Welcome to the call. So, could y'all please just take? This is a live call, and everyone's real excited about you getting started. And we just want you to just take maybe like 30 seconds, each of you, and tell us what attracted you to USANA and why you're excited about your business.
Okay, well, I guess I'll start since it was me who started.
Can you hear Laura?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
So, my friend Maria that I work with, she was explaining to me how she was using this product that helped her kickstart her metabolism to help her start losing weight. And I have a lot of medical conditions that keep me from losing weight. Like the medicines I take make me gain everything, it's just hard to lose weight. And so when I said, yes, go ahead, give them my information, and finally, got my products in the mail, I instantly felt the difference within a couple of days. And my husband, I finally talked him into coming to a mixer, and now it's his turn.
So I of course I saw the difference in Laura, and one thing I was noticing that I've told you before, Jared, is that she had a lot more energy than what she normally does. She's usually pretty tired, and after all the weight loss, I've noticed that I couldn't keep up with her in a sense of energy wise, and so I decided to go to the mixers, and I was really impressed with the business model behind USANA and how it works and everything, and I even started using the product myself, as you mentioned, being the product of the product, and with having insomnia for so long, I've already noticed a difference just with one product, the Pure Rest. It's amazing how alive I feel now that I'm able to sleep better. It's amazing product. It's a big difference when it comes to how the quality that we have with that. But yeah, that's pretty much my story.
Wow. So what I hear you saying is that you're getting quality sleep for the first time in how many years?
It's been many years actually, since I would say 2010, since I started using they had me on like a medical steroid, and it caused me to gain a lot of weight, and ever since then it's always been affected. But I've I've had the best sleep in the last couple of days than I've had in a really long time.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Well, big congratulations to both of you. Laura, congratulations on losing 9 pounds in your first week. This is just the beginning for both of you. I'm super excited to be working with you and helping other people and being a great team.
Well, thank you.
All right. Also, welcome Marky Nicewarner, new associate introduced by Jade Fochtick. Marky is not on the webinar tonight, but Marky has already lost 7 pounds in her first week on the reset. And she's doing amazing. She became an associate because it just made sense. You know, she was already purchasing enough product. And so we'll be doing a mixer out in Pleasanton, Texas with Marky very soon. So welcome, Marky. And great job, Jade. Also, I want to say welcome to Jarrell Beatty and Heather Walker, new associates introduced by Phyllis and Rick Walker. And Jarrell and Heather, I believe, are on the line. Dad, are you able to unmute Jarrell?
Yes.
Hi, Jarrell. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Heather. Well, this is the first time I've been able to chat with you, but I just want to first of all commend you on your success with the Reset program. Tell us, how much weight have you both lost so far?
As of this morning, I have lost a total of 19 pounds, and
Wow.
Heather is right at 11. So,
Congratulations.
And that's
how
10
long
days.
has it been? 10 days? You've lost
Yeah.
19 pounds in 10 days, and Heather's lost 11 pounds in 10 days.
Yes.
That is exciting. And tell us, what state are you in? What do you do for work? And why are you excited about your USANA business?
Well, first of all, it was mainly for my health, I'll be honest with you. I am excited at the prospect to share this with others, though. And in fact, I work in the automotive industry. We manufacture aluminum castings for cars. And I've actually got several people at work looking into it and are excited about it. We've got several friends we've talked to already, and it just makes sense that if we see the results we have, that we share that, obviously.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, when you lose 19 pounds in 10 days, I'm sure people are wondering what you're doing.
Yeah.
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 And you too, Heather. 11 pounds in 10 days is also very impressive. And the fact is that you're doing it the healthy way as well. It's not like you guys are doing something that's not good for you. I mean, it's all pure nutrition. And so that's even more exciting, really, because it's safe. You can do it long term.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what state are you located?
We are in Alabama.
In Alabama. Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the team. You're going to learn a lot tonight from Jeremy Stansfield. You're in great hands with Phyllis and Rick Walker. They're very well respected in the company. They're actually great friends of mine and my parents as well. Anytime you get to talk to Randy and Viola Krebs, follow exactly what they say, because also they're top earners in USANA. So you guys are in great hands, and I'm really excited to see you grow in the company and achieve your health goals and help a lot of people.
Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, gotta say, love hearing from our new associates. And before we get into our training, I want to give some big recognition to our 2 team members who advanced this past week. Big congratulations to Krista Marquez, new sharer from Marfa, Texas. Krista is a mother of 3. She has a newborn baby, yet she still has been able to help 10 new clients start in the last 3 weeks, make her first USANA check last week. She's currently number 2 in our team contest. She's doing such an amazing job. What impresses me the most about Krista is her heart for helping others and her knack for this business and just how good she is on the phone. I just want to bring Krista on for a quick 30-second share. Krista, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, we hear you. So could you just tell the team a little bit about about you and what you do for work, which a full-time mom is a job. That is a full-time job. But also why you are excited about your USANA business.
Well, the only work that I really do is USANA, which isn't work, but it's fun. The reason why I got into it was because I am all about all natural medicine, and USANA is very holistic. And whenever I started using the products, I really noticed a change in my thinking. I felt like I had a brain fog that lifted, and I just really, really, really am excited about helping people, basically, which makes it easy. Is whenever you know that the product that you're actually trying to sell people isn't because you're out to get their money, you really want to help them. It really makes it a lot easier.
Absolutely. Well, you can tell when someone starts as fast as you've started and, already has a clientele growing like you do, your heart's in the right place. And it's not about you, it's about them and their health. And that's really how you make a lot of money. In fact, tonight you're going to learn from someone who is all about other people and who's always put other people first, with Jeremy Stansfield. And that's definitely in your future. I declare that possibility for you. Star Diamond, Krista Marquez.
I hope so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, big congratulations to Kim Philo for advancing to believer status from Rockledge, Florida. And Kim is not on the webinar right now, but still big congratulations. $100 first check or not first check, but hitting that level and then doing that every week. I mean, that's $400 a month your product is paid for. So that's a great place to start and be at with your business. So congratulations, Kim. Special recognition goes to Jade Fochik, number 34 top associate sponsor in the United States market last week. Big deal. Congratulations, Jade. Also, top preferred customer enrollers, myself and my wife, and Kim Philo. Top 25, Krista Marquez, Isaac Zink, Portland, Oregon. Shout out, my man. And Krista and Steve, beautiful job. Our WAPnWin competition is in its last week. WAP stands for Weekly Action Plan. And the people who are in the running right now, Khalid and Barbara Medina at 38 points, Krista Marquez 37 points, Robin Zink 33 points, Renee and Megan 28, Isaac Zink 19. The top 3 win cash prizes. Big congrats to everybody on this list. We have 5 days left. Just to remind you, you can win. First place is a $100 gift card, basically cash, whatever you want. Second prize is $65. Third prize is $35. But wait, there's more. If you're going to Las Vegas, it doubles. You take first place, you get $200. Second place, $130, and third place is $70. So there's 1 week left. I want to present you your paycheck in Las Vegas, your prize winnings. Not your paycheck, your prize winnings. But still, it's just a fun way. Big congrats to everyone who's in the running. It's just a blast seeing you all grow. Start earning points today. Week 10 reset challenge. So much going on. Wayne Martin, one of our team members, is still in the running. There's 2 weeks left. Wayne is 5th in North America in weight loss percentage. He's 8th in total weight loss. He's lost 56 pounds in the last 10 weeks. Wayne Martin, you stud. So yes, big congratulations, Wayne. We want to see you go all the way. You're already there. 2 weeks left. A lot of participants losing weight. Make sure you've done the True Health Assessment. When you enroll new clients, make sure you add them to USANA Clients page, our private Team DSI page, and Hybrid Solutions for associates only. Okay, we've made it. We have made it to the training topic. So I'm going to take a 5-second break, and then I'm going to go right into the training. And let's just do a sound check. Jeremy, are you there? Dad, can you unmute Jeremy, please?
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yep, we can hear you.
All right.
All right.
Sound okay? Is this sound check all right?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, so Jeremy, I wasn't able to pull up a bunch of lifestyle photos, so maybe maybe I might just go to your Facebook and browse some photos when I introduce you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Actually, I think I'm going to go to successti.com.
You don't have to have anything on there. It's okay, Jared. You can just rock and roll. It's up to you.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Okay. 5 seconds. Hello and welcome to our Duplicate Success International Team Training Call. Today's training features a very, very special friend and mentor of mine in USANA, and his name is Jeremy Stansfield. Jeremy Stansfield has been with USANA for over 20 years. He actually enrolled in fall of 1995. His story is very, very inspiring, coming up from doing carpet installation, a blue-collar type of a job. Didn't really have much training in health at all, but he did have a big vision for helping others. Over the 20 years that he's been within USANA, he's a multi-million-dollar earner. He's blessed thousands and thousands of lives. He is directly one of the reasons why I've become a six-figure earner in USANA. So I'm very blessed to know Jeremy as a friend, and we're very blessed tonight to have him on this webinar to share his story. And he's going to share it from the very beginning to today. So I hope you guys have 3 or 4 hours ready. Just kidding. Jeremy's got a great story, and he's going to do it, I believe, in about 20-25 minutes, and we're going to open it up for questions. But I'm so excited to have 9-star Diamond Director Jeremy Stansfield on the line. Jeremy, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you so much, Jared, for the intro and for inviting me on the call.
Absolutely.
I'm going to turn down the volume here on my phone so I don't have feedback, but you guys know how to message me on my other phone if we need to get going here as far as
Sure, and Jeremy, there's
my car on Tax Street. I parked though, but I'm looking at some beautiful mountains here in northern Utah, about an hour's drive north of Salt Lake City, where the world headquarters and manufacturing facility is.
Jeremy.
I finished a workout actually at any time
Jeremy.
business, and everybody in there is doing Utah, and it's awesome to go and work out there and be part of everything they're doing. It's just really cool. But I'm pretty
Jeremy, can you hear me?
Louder. A little overbearing or maybe too energetic. I just want to say that, one, I second doing a workout, but two, I am still so excited about our USANA business and what we're doing out there to make a difference to the clients. Like, I still sometimes lose sleep at night thinking about, what's happening and the brand that we're creating worldwide and the movement that we're creating. And when you think about this type of call going on, I mean, it's all over the world. I mean, it's so impressive to see all the recognition and all the people that are new on board already seeing success, not only in their health goals, but also financial goals. And then you look at, times that by so many teams that are also doing that across the country and other countries around the world in my organization as well. It's awesome. And above me, are other people that are actually doing that around the world too. And I really believe that one day USANA will be a household name. I really feel that it's a privilege to be part of USANA. And I really don't know what my life would look like today at all if USANA wasn't part of it, if I would have never have, looked at it closely. In fact, if the person that was introducing me to USANA would have given up on me any of the days that he called me over and over and over for literally 30 days before I finally opened up my mind and took a look at this, I don't even know where I'd be. I'd probably still be installing carpet for a living with our family business. I would be frustrated, I'm sure, not having time freedom. I definitely wouldn't have been able to reach out and help so many people, giving back and contributing time. I wouldn't even know where my health would be. I got to tell you that I was eating fast food 3 meals a day back before I joined USANA. Health and taking care of my health was like a foreign language to me. I didn't eat salad back then, did not drink water. It was all, Coke products, and in fact, I got into the arcade business as well. I was still doing the commercial carpet, but I worked for a company that gave me free fast food at all the different restaurants within this building that had all kinds of, different activities for like roller skating, miniature golf, and so there was all these fast food restaurants in there. That was crazy. So, back in 23 years old is when I learned about this. If I would have continued to do the lifestyle without, making these types of changes with USANA in my life, no way would I feel the way that I do today. At 44, I still feel like I'm in my 20s. Sometimes I still act like it too, but I have a blast. I use over 30 USANA products every single day. Still to this day, and I can't imagine not having it. In fact, if it's not around, I'm traveling, or if I'm going boating or something, and we don't have it for a half a day or a day, it's like a panic attack. Like, what's going on? I'd have to have my USANA. So I'm going to focus more about my business story, though, and I don't want to offend anybody that may be looking at or just recently on board with USANA because of just the products and what that does for you. So don't take this the wrong way. I absolutely love them. I'm not on the call today to really talk about the science or the quality or what's going to happen in the future, but I want to talk about specifically what I did in the early days. And it's not that you need to do exactly what I did. For example, I did go from ground zero to Diamond Director in only 20 months. It set a new company record. Nobody had done it that fast back then, and nobody surely in their 20s. Had even reached Diamond. That's probably below 25. And so now we've had lots of people do that. Of course, it's more common. But back then, it took a different mindset. I had to come in and really be teachable, extremely teachable, and be paying attention to people that had what I wanted. Listen to people that were living the lifestyle, or at least on track to living the lifestyle that I wanted, and stop listening to people around me that were stuck at just a traditional dead-end job. Now, maybe some people like that, and there are still, lots of potential, there are contacts and family members and a lot of people around me that love that job security. They love what they do, and maybe they do a little bit with USANA, or maybe they'll never do anything with USANA, but that job security is just the most important thing to them. They just don't have any entrepreneurial spirit in them, and that's okay. That's all right. That's them. But we know that there's so much more to life when you can have that entrepreneurial spirit to get out there, really make a difference, have that time freedom, and serve others, right? And so I wanted to do that, and I wanted to find other people that were, and I did. I tracked them down on my upline. I tracked them down sideline. I drove forever to listen to them speak at events. In fact, some people were 3 to 4 hours of drive for me, so I'd always be in the car running out and listening to them, picking up some golden nuggets, or what can I learn from this person, what can I learn from that person. My upline sponsor happened to be the #1 top earner in the company worldwide. And so you would think that I actually had a lot of special time with him to learn the ropes and be really effective at what he was doing, but to be honest with you, he was incredibly busy, so I didn't get much of his time. In the time that I did have around him, I really paid close attention to him, and I did what he said. And a lot of things, didn't make sense to me in the beginning, but I did it anyway. And I was willing to cut ties with a lot of other things in my life. I had to learn to cut out people that were creating negativity around me. I had to learn to stop watching TV for me, because I'm one of those addictive personalities or extreme personalities where, I kind of watch a television show and people can talk to me all around me, and I don't listen to them at all. Like, I'm so focused. Or watch a movie and I can't, no one can get me away from the TV. So for me, I had to learn to completely get that out of my life. No more TV. No more watching news. No more reading papers. For me, I needed to focus on reading these positive books, just like Jared was talking about earlier, spending that time every day to get that positive influence coming into my life, because I needed to protect myself. I was being trained by mentors around me that said, you better thicken your skin. You've got to make sure that you're tough going through this. If you really want to get out there and make it huge, you're going to get lots of rejection, right? You're going to get lots of hurdles you got to overcome, lots of challenges. Everybody's challenges are different in this. For me, well, some people can probably relate with me, but for me, two major challenges. One, I had a fear of phoning like no other. So I stuttered through conversations. I was scared to death to be on the phone. I was so nervous to talk to people. I literally got to shut the door in where I was working around my upline sometimes and just sweat bullets as I was trying to get out these words and these sentences of what I wanted to share with people. I had to learn ways to make sure that I stand up during all of my calls to people, and so they could feel my energy and they could feel my body language. I had to learn to not sit down. I had to learn to pace if I needed to, get wireless phones back then. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but 20 years ago when I was building this, wireless phones wasn't so available, right? Cell phones back then were expensive per minute. My first mobile phone bill in the business, this was 20 years ago, was $1,000 for the first month. I couldn't believe it. I about fainted. Back then, we were passing out VHS videotapes. This was, we didn't have access to social media back then. There were no quick little great teaser videos like we have today. We didn't have Dr. Oz and 700 Olympic level athletes that are using our products and being able to share that story out there. We didn't have that type of credibility. We had to really push hard on ourselves. We had to grow. I had to grow. I had to, set those goals, but be personally accountable to them. I had to also go through some health challenges around this time too. Some of you may know a little bit about my story back then, but I was suffering from a pinched nerve in my shoulder. So my arm, my left arm, was half the size of my other arm. It was from so much atrophy. I literally had it in a sling a number of months when I was started to build, and I was scheduled for surgery, and I was taking USANA like crazy. I was eventually able to not take all the pain medications and things that I was taking. Not that USANA is a fix-it or a cure-it-all for any of that stuff, but it's amazing what happens when you feed yourself USANA and cellular nutrition at optimum levels, and how that helps you maintain, your health and protect yourself. And so for me, it helped for me to really focus on getting my health back to normal over time. It didn't happen overnight, but thank heavens, I still don't know where I'd be again without finding the products back then and focusing on my health. Anyway, over time, I had loads of energy. It never felt better. I was learning to eat better foods, being able to get away from that type of diet I had before, one step at a time. Everybody starts at a different place on the ladder, right? But the idea is to keep climbing, keep progressing. My dad's pretty successful, even in the commercial carpet industry. You'd be surprised at how that's been able to develop for him. And but he's always said, and I always remember him saying that you're either progressing or you're degressing, literally in every major area of your life at any given time. So this goes back to that personal accountability again. Am I progressing in my health goals? Am I in my fitness goals? Am I progressing or degressing? Am I in my relationship goals and my relationships with other people, with associates, with my significant other? I mean, there's all these pieces in our life that are important to us, and we've got to give it energy to be able to make it work, to make it positive, to be able to be the type of person that other people want to be. Because if you are out there talking to people about USANA and they don't feel that confidence from you, they don't feel energy from you, they're not seeing you on that progression, that doesn't mean that they need to look at you and go, oh my gosh, that person's not a gold director yet, or that person's not a ruby, or no, I got to go talk to a star diamond. That doesn't mean anything. What matters is that you're on that progression. You're on that ladder, taking that step one step at a time. And as long as you're progressing, people notice. They absolutely notice. And that's why earlier listening to the success stories about the weight that was being lost already, people are seeing that around you new folks that are on board. And so, people are wanting to, they're questioning that. They're wanting to know what's going on because they see progression. And so this is really important. I hope you guys will make a mental note of this or write it down and really think of it as a golden nugget, because nobody can rate you on that except for yourself. What matters most is that, we've got to make sure that ourselves are strong so that we can inspire and help other people. No matter how much you want to help other people out there, if you don't have some financial backing to do that and maybe some time freedom to do that and contribute and serve, then you can want it all day long, but if you don't have some stability there to do it, then it's hard to bring that to fruition, correct? So a lot of this is really working hard on ourselves, working harder on ourselves than anything else we've ever done before. And that's what I did. And it was tough. It was not easy. And I had a lot of sleepless nights. I had, a lot of struggles. I know we can go out there and act like we're strong all the time, but of course we all need our moments. And when you get to those moments, you got to call up. You got to make sure you're on these webinars. You got to make sure that you're plugging into something. Reach out to somebody that can help you, get through a bad spot if you are. But for heaven's sakes, don't call down or don't message people or don't let people talk to you if you're just having a bad day, right? Because then people are going to feed off that negative energy. So be careful. Use some of that self-accountability. The other big thing that I had also a difficulty with was, presenting, really. It's one thing to go out and talk to somebody, get them committed to look at this. It's another thing to present to them, get in front of them and act like you know what you're doing. It's not just a couple of minute conversation now. A lot of people that know you potentially will look at you, Sana, just because they trust you. That doesn't mean that they may not respect your business decisions yet. If you're not, real successful yet, that's okay. They can respect somebody else's, like Jared's or and Crystal's or other people or my story that can see that and still come on board. But for you to present, it takes that next big step, right? Whether you're presenting in a webinar format, whether you're presenting with a Health and Freedom newspaper, whether you're presenting with, some of the videos that you download on podcasts on your phone or whatever it might be, slide presentation. But for me, wow, I used to give the worst presentations you've ever seen. Like, seriously, like some of the leaders today still in my organization will say that, Jeremy Stansfield realistically gave the worst presentation on USANA they had ever seen, even to this day after all these years, 2 decades later. But thank heavens they still came on board, right? And why did they come on board? Even though I didn't give such a good presentation, I messed up a lot of the facts, I didn't say things right, but why did they join? Do you think that they joined because they'd done a bunch of research on Dr. Wen's? Or do you think that maybe they did a bunch of research on our pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing because we follow those GMPs? Do you think that maybe they tasted one of the bars or something or a drink back then and instantly they decided they were going to join? Probably not. I mean, that might have been an influence to that, but the main reason is because they saw my conviction. They saw me being motivated and driven in a direction, and that even though I wasn't giving the best presentation, they could tell that one day I was going to be really good at it and that nothing was going to take me off my track, that I was going to be this engine to drive this business, and it will happen over time. And they literally did not want to miss the train. They wanted to get on board because they did not want to miss out on that. And many of them, as Jared and Crystal know, we've seen them at all events. They're great leaders. I have hundreds and hundreds of gold directors and above. I think there's over 500 of them in my organization. I think we have close to 50 diamond directors and above through my organization worldwide now. So, all that, started realistically back when I was not giving such good presentations. And look where it's grown today. But when you come in hindsight and go full circle around this and look back at it, do you know what's happened is my personal growth and development throughout all the years. And by putting myself out there, taking action, making myself do the presentations and not having a way out, it forced myself to get better and better and better and better at them. Working on myself, trying to improve, getting feedback. And the business is really not that complicated. Really, it's about getting a commitment from people that will look at USANA, right? Next is to present and educate them and maybe sample some products to them. There's not a lot else to the business besides maybe the follow-up and helping them make a decision and answering some questions. So we've got to get good in these couple of areas. That's about it, realistically. And sometimes we can spend way too much time out there doing things that are kind of wasting our time. Too much time looking at all of our Facebook feeds or our Instagram feeds or Snapchat, and social media is taking over our world. Rather than using social media to grow our business, we sometimes can let things and people around us even take us way off track. So I hope that throughout, listening to what I've talked about, there's some golden nuggets here, but I'm going to give you an important one here, and that is that you really need to take an accountability of what's taking a lot of your time in a 24-hour period. Take a stopwatch or use your timer on your phone and take an accountability, just even one day in the life of you, one day in the life of Greg, one day in the life of Julie, and see how much time that you might take pressing that newsfeed button on Facebook, or, having somebody influence you that might be a coworker at work that's probably not so good for you to listen to, but they can seem to give you negativity. Think about how much time that program is coming into you. So maybe just take some accountability. You'd be surprised. A lot of people say, I don't know if I have the time to build a USANA. Oh my heavens, take an accountability check. Boy, you're going to see a lot of things that you could potentially cut out, and now use that time or even a portion of that time to focus on building your business. Do I look at social media? I do, but I'm really careful. I never look at my news feed all the time to make sure I haven't lost anything, because it's not that important to me. I more or less might look at certain people I want to follow, see what they're up to and their interests are, or do some notifications that come through to me when people post that are important. But other than that, I'm using these social media tools to help grow the business. And I got to say that, I've built a lot of different ways. A lot of you guys are wondering right now, well, how have you done it? And, where are you building locally? Are you building long distance? Are you, what tools you're using? And I can say that things definitely change over time, and we evolve, and USANA evolves, and we've gone from VHS tapes to DVDs to, of course, now to online videos, YouTube, podcasts. I mean, all kinds of stuff. We learned how to use webinars a while back. Now we're getting more used to using them again, and so we kind of go through these transitions. There's lots of tools available, but the main thing is that you're integrating and utilizing, and make sure you're using it every day. Find ways to grow your business every day. And so I built local. I built a huge business here in Utah, and I'm still building business right here in Utah, still enrolling people, still committed. I'll be speaking at our local presentation on Wednesday night here. You can send any guests you want, but I'm out doing one-on-ones, meeting people, and you know what? We've been building aggressively here in Utah since 1992, 3 years before I actually come on board in the business. So there's still opportunity everywhere. But I also enjoy building long distance, and I've had a lot of fun. In fact, I've probably built over 80% of my business long distance. So it's been a lot of fun to be able to, back in the day, get people excited and fired up, and I'd literally get them so excited that they'd run over to a Smith supermarket or an Albertsons or a Fast or a Kinko's or wherever to get a fax that I was sent to them as a 10-page fast fax back then. And that is how they learned about USANA. And I'd walk them through that and give them a little mini presentation. And that's how we got people. That's how we presented. Things have changed a lot since then, right? So we got all kinds of tools and pieces that we can utilize to build long distance today. And people can do that right from their home. Some people have a lifestyle where it's better to be out and about and meeting people face to face. Some people have an environment where you're a stay-at-home mom and you've got children around you and you've got responsibilities and you got to integrate USANA the cracks. And believe me, some of these stay-at-home moms are outrageously successful in USANA. I mean, the top producers by and large in the entire Direct Selling Association are female over men, by the way. So there's awesome ways to do that. So you got to remember that USANA can fit in. It can work for you no matter what situation you're in. Some people build differently over in other countries. Like I've built in the Philippines, I've built over in New Zealand, I've built in Hong Kong, and when I've gone over there and grown there, or worked with them over in Skypes in the middle of the night, they do things a little bit differently, but that's okay. At least they're fired up, they're aggressive, they're building, they're excited, and however that fits for them, they're doing it. I would probably say that events is the last thing I wanted to hit on here as I'm running out of time. I just wanted to say that, there's no way that I'd be where I'm at today without seeing people at events and building my belief level. I mean, it recharges your batteries. It gives you hope. you connect with people, and you find those personalities and can build new relationships with people that can resonate and connect with you. So not everybody's going to have that same personality that I connect with, or that they connect with me. And so you find others that you can. And you know what? Like the overall feeling that you get walking into a major USANA event, like the International Convention or the national event that's coming up in Vegas, which I'm hoping you guys are going to be there. I'm going to be there speaking. It's going to be a powerful segment that I'll be talking about on stage. I hope you're there. Do whatever you got to do to be there. If you can still pull it off, get there. But, there is a feeling it's hard to explain in words when you walk through the doors at these major events. Like there's this energy that starts getting injected into you, and it's like someone's hit this reset button. They've somehow plugged you into a battery, and now you've got so much more voltage and amperage that lets you go out and not only absorb more, learn more, but be more bulletproof. Be Superwoman, be Superman, Wonder Woman. And so you got to think about it this way. We have a huge business opportunity. We really do. I mean, obviously, the Krebs, they're earning 6-figure income. That's massive. Think about that in residual income. I mean, that's like a multi-million-dollar asset when you think about it. In terms of comparing what that would equal out there in residual or leveraged income. I know that a few years back, I was recognized on stage for earning over $10 million in commissions and bonuses from the company. It shocked me when I heard about it, and I was recognized with one other distributorship on stage. Like, oh my gosh, has it really been that much? But it has, and now it's a lot more, and it's crazy. It's a huge business, massive. But we don't have to worry about the traditional headaches of other businesses. We all know that. We market that. We sell that every day. We don't need to worry about the employees and the overhead, and we don't have to worry about tools like if we're going out and running a construction business or needing to buy all kinds of cars or equipment or cranes or anything like that. But what we do have to do is invest in ourselves. Our tools are us. I mean, yes, we have some side tools here and there, but the lion's share of what we do is invest in us. So like going out to these events, it's an investment in you, and what that's going to translate into is you to be a better, more effective person, more efficient, re-energized, to now go out and translate that where it helps other people. In the end, it isn't really even about all the money anyway. It's about pushing ourselves to do more than what we've done before, being able to serve more, help more, in whatever capacity that ends up being in all of our own ways. I love a lot of things in my life. I'm pretty outrageous, and I'm pretty extreme in a lot of different areas. And some of the areas you may see on Facebook or Instagram, and you think, man, that's Jeremy, and that's just all he is. But do you know what? There's a lot of other areas that I don't feel comfortable about posting on social media, too, that are really important to me in life. And so everybody's going to have, USANA, you'll find that USANA ends up becoming this instrument, this vehicle to help so many people. And in the end, that's what we want. I mean, we want to all be healthy and happy for an incredibly healthy life, and nobody can compare to that. And I'll tell you what's coming up right around the corner with USANA, with what's happening with these new things that'll be launched. It's going to revolutionize the nutritional industry. I know that might sound a little bit scary, but it's awesome. The company's been working on it for a long time. And we are now positioned with everything from Dr. Oz's, the connection to everything we're doing there, to all the Olympic athletes, to, all of us associates out there to carry this message to the world. It's exciting. The next few years are going to be the most incredible, powerful years ever in USANA's history. What we used to think was nearly impossible, and people would go out there and achieve it. What people will do here in the next up-and-coming few years will dwarf, will devastate, will be catastrophic compared to what we've done before. I'm telling you, you're going to see it happen. I'm going to be part of it. Why am I still working and involved in building in my focus legs? I'm excited because I want more people to benefit from all this too. I want to help create more success stories. It's happening. It's right around the corner. It's personalization. It's the future. And it's at a whole new level. So I think I've pretty much covered everything. Is there anything else, Jared, that you wanted me to chat about, or do you think that I may have missed out on?
You covered it all, Jared. I was taking notes. I really liked what you had to say about tracking your time, being accountable to that, and I got a kick out of the facts. Y'all used to fax stuff, and they would go They would actually go and get a I guess a Word document or something, and you would present that way.
Yep.
That's wild. I just want to clarify something too. You said you have over 50 Diamond Directors in your business?
Correct.
That is wild. Do you know the numbers of like emeralds and rubies and golds, or is it just too many to count? Or
I know that it's over 500 gold and above. I'm not sure how it breaks down, and I need to probably spend some time doing that. Back in the day, downline management wasn't even built yet. So, the first couple of years, all we could do is just kind of have a straight genealogy report that would get printed from the company, and then you'd have to have it mailed to you, and you have to pay for that. Or if you could have it faxed if it was just a few pages. But, it's crazy. I mean, downline management and team manager today is just so powerful and is right there at our fingertips and makes a lot of these things so much easier to do. Let me just say too, Jared, real quick, that life is so amazing thanks to you, Sana. And I don't want to break my hand or arm to pat myself on the back or anything like that, because it's not about me. It's about what we've created as a team, and but the benefits of where you can be and not needing to worry about the traditional headaches out there. I mean, I can't even imagine having a boss, or needing to worry about what time I get up tomorrow. I don't set alarm clocks, nothing like that. Anybody that hangs out with me, we're having fun. We're doing what we want to do. We're making a difference. We're talking to people, but almost zero time schedule. It's just so cool. It's so awesome to live life that way every day. Make fitness a priority. Make eating and food preparation a priority, and being able to just give your children and grandchildren just things in life that we never had. It's just unbelievable. And from giving new cars to some of my relatives, like my grandma that was in her 80s and dreamed of a red sports car, and being able to surprise that with her for a Christmas gift one year. My niece was never able to buy a car by herself at her 16th birthday. We went ahead and surprised her with a car for her, as a gift. And some of you know about when I've given away Hummers on stage before and other stuff like that. But I mean, it's endless. But I just can't even imagine, with life without you, Sana. We definitely are spoiled over time. Just remember, you're overworked and underpaid in the beginning. But down the road, you're overpaid and you're underworked and you have freedom, and there's just nothing that compares to it. And I hope that all of you will stay focused and reach your goals with USANA. If not get a Star Diamond Director, at least be able to, reach a six-figure income at least, because the benefits are just amazing.
I love that. I love what you said about overworked and underpaid in the beginning, and then you're underworked and overpaid at the end. Awesome stuff. Jeremy, we have some people that have some questions for you, and I know a lot of you on the webinar are on the phone. So if you're on the phone and you have my number, please text me if you have a question you'd like to ask to Jeremy. And then also, if you're on the webinar, you can raise your hand. And while you guys are preparing your questions, I want to just make some final announcements about the upcoming events that we have going on. So thank you for attending, everyone, and let's go right into these events, and then we'll ask Jeremy some final questions from the team. So for 2016, there's 3 big events left. There's Las Vegas in April, there's Salt Lake City in August, and there's Las Vegas in December. So Las Vegas in April is coming up next weekend. That's the U.S. National Celebration Awards Gala Dinner. That's at the Green Valley Ranch Resort and Spa, Friday, April 15th, Saturday, April 16th. If you're watching this webinar and you are not registered, but you want to go, like you're saying, you know what, I want to go to Vegas, let's pull this off, please contact myself or my parents, and we'll make sure that you can find a roommate or you get registered. This event is something very, very special. This is the United States National Celebration. This is the convention for the United States market. So it's going to be from 9 to 5 all-day training. There will be lunch breaks and things like that, but you're going to be learning from the top associates in the United States market. There's going to be a gala dinner on Friday night. We're going to all be dressed up. It's actually a 3-course meal, and the awards gala recognizing the achievements of the United States market and the associates. And this is where you want to network, meet people, make friends. The best thing you can do is to network at this event. And this is a picture of us at last year's event, last year's gala. We're all dressed up, and we just had a wonderful time as a team. And for Saturday, it's going to be another 9 to 5. There will be lunch break and different breaks as well. But again, you're learning. There's going to be a launch of the new the My Smart Food line, the new shakes and protein snacks that USANA is coming out with, which are tremendously healthy and good for you. Can't wait for that. Okay, the 2-day event pass is $90. The awards gala dinner is $49. So you have to get those. You can get them together or separate. Actually, contact us on the awards gala dinner because we have, I think, 1 or 2 seats left on our tables. And then the event pass, you may actually have a voucher if you started with your business at a certain level. So contact your USANA sponsor and to find that out, or you can also call home office and find that out. Where in Las Vegas, you may be asking? It's right here on the map. It's about 10 minutes from the Strip. And you see the airport on the left, and this Green Valley Resort and Spa is about 10 minutes down the freeway. If you want to stay on site, you can call the number right there listed. You can screenshot this. The number is 702-617-7777. And you need a coupon code there, GCIUSAN. Okay, so that's Las Vegas, but and Las Vegas is going to be amazing, and trust me, we're all very excited. I want to say that the most important event of the entire year is USANA's International Convention. This is in August 24th through the 27th. And this is international, meaning there are people, literally thousands of people from all over the United States, but thousands of people from Canada, thousands of people from Mexico, thousands of people from Asia, all come to Salt Lake City. We literally take over the city. It's like USANA associates, and it's so powerful. Dr. Oz has spoken at our last 4 international conventions. You hear from Dr. Wentz, our founder. Please mark your calendar and plan on being there August 24th through the 27th. We usually fly out the day before and fly home the day after. And it's the most important event of the year. We already have a big list of team members registered for this year's convention. I applaud each and every one of you on this list. And please get yourself registered ASAP for International Convention. Oh, new people too that just registered. Great job, Robin Zink, Isaac Zink, and Sims Aldover. Las Vegas in December. Okay, plan your year in advance. We do it. My year is planned. I will be at this event. This is December 1st through the 4th, 2016. This is the GoPro Recruiting Mastery event, hosted by Eric Worre, the author of GoPro. He's going to have Tony Robbins there and Sir Richard Branson. Not only that, but they're going to have people there from all different companies sharing their secrets. This is a non-USANA event. This is a third-party event. The only people they allow on stage are people who are making 6 figures per month, like Mr. Stansfield. So this is definitely something that you want to be at. Learn from the best and the best in our industry, December 1st through the 4th in Las Vegas. We have team members also registered already a year in advance for this. So plan your calendars and contact your mentor to get your ticket. Sweet Retreat, we're planning a year in advance, February 2nd through the 4th. You ladies, this is an amazing event. It's successful women empowering entrepreneurs together. Contact my wife or my mother, and you can get on the table and be in that event in February of 2017. And then lastly, there's an incentive bonus trip. You can win it partially or completely, or you can just pay your own way, but it's in Costa Rica, and that's November 16th through the 20th at the Westin Golf Resort and Spa. It's going to be amazing. Crystal and I did the last trip on the Caribbean, and it was just like the trip of a lifetime. So cannot wait to be in Costa Rica and see you there. So that's where it's going to be. Just imagine hanging out with the top USANA associates, drinking a pina colada, talking about business or not business, golfing, just having a blast. So that is Costa Rica. If you might be wondering, that's the dates again, November 16th through the 20th of this year. That's an incentive trip, but you can also just pay your way. So win it or just go. And you might be wondering, how can I win this? How can I actually win this amazing trip? Go watch this video. The link here is costarica.teamdsi.info. It's a 12-minute video we made that explains how you can win this trip to Costa Rica. It's all about growth. And if you grow your business and you have more growth than you did the last year, you could win this trip. You Texas Associates, this Thursday at the home of Nelly and Mauricio Licona, we're having a USANA mixer from 7 p.m. to 8:30. RSVP to Nelly for the gate code, and I will be there. All of our San Antonio team will be there, and bring your guests. We're having a Reset Challenge bowling night Friday, April 8th. That's the day after. And we're going to go bowling to celebrate the Reset Challenge. We're going to have blender bottles that you can win, and we're going to have free shakes so you don't eat junk food. It's going to be a blast. It's in Pleasanton, Texas. Text Renee Martinez to RSVP. Utah Associates, there's going to be a Health and Freedom this Thursday and every Thursday through June 2016. Make sure you take advantage of those. If you need Dr. Ladd McNamara CDs, you can get them at laddmcnamara.com. This is the best tool that we've found to give to our clients and associates. And finally, I want to encourage you to be prepared. These are the pictures of the bins I keep in the trunk of my car. I have extra GoPro book, GoPro audios, Power of Cellular Nutrition CDs, USANA newspapers. I am ready at all times to help others with USANA. And now, before we end the webinar, I know we're out of time, so if any of you need to leave, that's okay. But I do already have some people wanting to ask some questions to Jeremy. I want to start with my mom, Viola Krebs. And Dad, could you please unmute Mom? Okay, I got your mom.
Okay, I just want to thank Jeremy for being on our call tonight. I do have a question. What has been your best personal development book that has helped you overcome your obstacles?
Well, I know that this is still going to sound a lot of old school, but Think and Grow Rich is still the thing that, for me at that time when I joined, I really needed to hear that. I listened to it actually on audio, but I've read it as well. But it made a huge difference. And then the next one that helped me really overcome things and get to Diamond Director was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So, big for me at those times in my life. Think and Grow Rich is by Napoleon Hill for those that have not found that yet. We used to have every single new person read Think and Grow Rich or listen to it on audio cassette within their first month of getting started in the business. So that's how much we really used to promote that. So I'm sure there's some other great books and things nowadays as well, but there's so many of them out there. It's just kind of I'm sure that you guys all find your own pieces that really work for you. So.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Jeremy. Appreciate all of your information and the training that you did for us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And Jeremy, I have a follow-up question to that. What are you reading right now, or where are you gaining inspiration from right now?
I've been kind of really digging into Eric Worre's stuff. So, been really impressed and kind of been looking at Eric Moore as a mentor that I've needed for a while. And so that's just kind of what I'm spending my time with, or my spare time with at the moment.
Awesome. GoPro. All right, Jeremy. Well, thank you. I want to just make sure we don't have any other questions before we end the webinar. Dad, are you able to see if anyone else has questions?
I have it up, but I'm not sure if they have the ability with any meeting to raise their hand at this point.
Really interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I haven't gotten any text, so we're going to go ahead and close it just because we're ending right here. We want to end partially on time. Jeremy, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for making the time to be on this webinar with us and share your story and sow into our team. It really does make a huge difference to hear from you and hear your story, and not only for our new people, but for me too. I mean, it's so inspiring, hearing that you have over 50 Diamond Directors in your business, and it just opens my mind so much to the possibilities of growing that way. And so, I mean, even just for me, it's been phenomenal tonight. I took 2 pages of notes everywhere, and really appreciate your time. And is there any final tips or advice you could go back in time to give yourself when you were first starting? The Jeremy today, talking to the Jeremy from 20 years ago, what would be the biggest advice you could give to that person?
Well, things have really changed for me in terms of goals over time, but I never want to forget where I came from. Because back when I began, I really just dreamed of being able to be my own boss, have stability, have leveraged income, have a team to go out there and grow older with, of course, but have fun with, and create a vehicle that would be strong and stable for having a family life. And I was fortunate. I was able to start building my USANA business prior to having children and being married. So I was able to focus, sometimes harder than other people would in their first year or 2 years. So sometimes my story can be a little bit overbearing, but it created that. It created that lifestyle for me, and I'll never forget that, and I cherish that. And if it never would have gotten bigger, I still would have been the happiest person you've ever met. And the ability to go out and dream bigger and to push more and to set more goals and to set that example, not be complacent, but push more. That's been the thing that's really kept me going and building. And whether you have, I know someone was just recognized for earning their $100 commission check and going believer. Well, that should be the smallest check that person ever earns again. And so if you look at it that way and go, I'm going to push myself to build bigger next week. I'm going to push myself to build bigger next month. I'm going to make more next month than I made this month. That type of mentality of pushing yourself is what's helped me to become the #1 top income earner worldwide in the company. Nowadays, I have an associate team below me, of course, Bill and Jenny Wayne, that are the #1 income earners worldwide. They earn more than I do, which is great. I love it. But I've been able to live a pretty amazing life the last 20 years. I don't work all the time. I don't put in crazy hours. I'm vacationing. I'm living half the time in Newport Beach, California, half my time up in Eden. I'm in and out of Europe, in and out of Asia, all the time having fun. And so, I'm still pushing, though. I'm still making USANA a priority. And as long as you're doing that and cutting out things in your life that are going to take you off track and not help you get to where you want to go with your dream, your goals, cut out those things. Be self-accountable. And I'm looking forward to seeing your dreams become a reality. That's what this is all about.
Absolutely. Jeremy, we've got 2 quick questions that came in. First one is from Krista Marquez, the one who just advanced her business to Share, the mother who enrolled 10 clients.
Yep.
And she says, what's the main thing that motivates you?
Well, I still have a lot of big goals. And, so I've continued to create more and more goals that I'm pushing myself to do. So I like to focus in lakes where I can build new success stories, where my eye is on the ball. Technically, this team call is really the Krebs organization and their focus legs. And I have kind of my own things going on in my focus legs. And working with people on a daily basis and working in the trenches is what makes me happy. I love it. And when I go for a couple weeks without building, maybe on a vacation retreat to Maldives or Dubai or something, and turn off the phones for 11 days being on Lake Powell or something like that, I miss building USANA. I come back, and even though I'm doing those vacations a lot, I still can only go so long, and I need to be back in contact and being back in the game, so to speak. And it allows me in the end to continue to serve and contribute and have more life, have more energy. It's almost like a fountain of youth that keeps you young. building USANA. So I love it.
Wow, I love that because, sometimes it seems like all the luxury sometimes can be, it's not totally fulfilling or something in some way, but you can always come back to building and that gives that fulfillment, and then have the balance of fun and building. And I'm taking more notes, by the way. Very
yeah,
good.
it's definitely it's really a dream to be able to be a Star Diamond Director and to be able to do this. And I see others do it, and it's just, you explain it, you help mentor people there, and then once they get there, and it's just like, wow, in their own world, it's just, they just got smiles on all the time, and they're happy people. Not that Star Diamond Directors don't solve problems. We still all have challenges and things. They're just a little bit different than what most people's are. So yeah, it's awesome. Awesome.
Wow. Great. And last question is actually from Aurora Cantu, one of our longtime associates and dear friends. And Dad, could you please unmute Aurora? Are you there, Aurora? Dad, are you there?
Yeah, she's unmuted. She's unmuted herself. Aurora, we can't hear you. Aurora? Oop. I can see her unmuting, but sorry, Aurora, can't come through. Darn.
Okay, so we don't have Aurora's question, but the final question then is going to go to Khalid, who just texted me. Man, all of a sudden everyone has questions. Khalid asks, Jeremy, what was your daily routine like when you first went Diamond? So that first 2 years that you built your business, what was your daily routine like?
USANA, a little bit of eating and a little bit of sleeping. USANA. But it was really just, I mean, obviously lots of contacting, lots of presenting. Follow-ups come through on Fridays, so Fridays are always a different day than Monday through Thursday. Fridays are always, our close days and follow-up days and ramping things up, working with people to help get their people closed as well. So, but Monday through Thursday, we're big into, production and getting things in place and urgency and unfortunately for my world, like one day is never the same as the next. It kind of makes it fun and interesting in our kind of world of direct selling and being a huge leader. It's really never the same. And even back then, it was never the same, just because some days you have more appointments than others, and some days you have no appointments, and maybe the next day you have no appointments, and you're just doing nothing but calls out to people, and then the next day you're tied up with associates because they're needing your help for three-way calls. Now you've got to urgently run out and do this presentation for someone, or you've got to do a webinar really quick, or a live meeting, or a Google Hangout. And so it takes you away from being able to hit your own personal goals that day of how many people you're going to contact. So, I mean, it changes and varies every day, but it really just comes down to personal production and trying to keep your head away from too much management stuff and too much stuff that takes away from your time of being, productive and healthy and positive. So, wish I could answer your question better, but that's the reality of it.
No, that was great. Khalid really appreciates it. He's not able to talk right now, but definitely Khalid's one of our very best. He just advanced his business to achiever status. They're going to be in Las Vegas, and he's definitely mastering his own routine. He's got a son, and he's married, and he's really good at making time for them and also building his business. So, yeah, you're going to meet him in Vegas, and you'll love him.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your rank and where you're going. So, good stuff.
Awesome. All right, Jeremy. Well, want to say thanks again for taking the time and actually taking the extra time as well to answer these last questions. Our whole team is definitely on fire about this and excited, and look forward to seeing you in Las Vegas.
awesome. Look forward to seeing you as well, you and Crystal and Viola and Randy and everybody else on the call. So it's great being a guest, and you guys have a wonderful night.
All right, and we're going to unmute the lines. Everybody say good night and God bless. Thanks again, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
God bless.
God bless.
Good night.
Good night. God bless.
God bless.
God bless all of us.
Good night. Good night.
Can I get on this call tonight?
Good call, Rich.
Thanks.
Let's see here.
We can stop the recording.